Some opinions are certainly moving about Caroline Kennedy. A staunch critic of Caroline Kennedy is now backing her bid for U.S. Senate. New York State Assembly Speaker Sheldon Silver had asked Governor Patterson not to appoint her, but now appears to be changing his mind or his tune. Let's bring back Matthew Slutsky, a liberal blogger and co-host of Doublespeak, along with Matt Lewis, a conservative blogger with AOL's Political Machine. So Matthew, I'll start off with you. I want to read this quote from Silver real quick. It says, "I rethought the fact that the governor makes the selection and is the ultimate determination. It is what the governor wants." Matthew, is he caving to pressure here?
Well, it's not clear exactly what's going on. My guess is that there are some power players behind the scenes, like possibly Teddy Kennedy up in Massachusetts, or even Barack Obama or his key staff, that are talking to him and saying, you know, that this is going to happen, and he needs to tone down his critique. And you know, they're seeing that it's moving this way, that Caroline Kennedy is going to get this seat.
And Matt, what's your take on that? I mean, she took a lot of bumps on the head, if you will, last week after the interview, and the New York Times put the transcript of all of her ums and and some people thought it was unfair, but nevertheless, is she making her case in the right way? Has she dropped the ball here?
Well, I mean, look, first of all, this is big news because this is the first good news that she's had in a long time. I mean, this hopefully for her will be a momentum changer, and that's a very good sign for her. I thought that the New York Times, it was a little bit of a low blow. I mean, I just used I mean. We all use fillers. We say right. Maybe not 46 times as she did during that interview. But, you know, look, as a conservative, I'm under no illusion. We're not going to get a conservative Republican appointed to this seat. But we might be able to get someone like Caroline Kennedy, who I think is a decent and good person and has good judgment. And I do think that she's maybe hasn't been given a fair deal here. There is also hypocrisy. You know, some of the people who will probably support Caroline Kennedy for, you know, we're the same people criticizing Sarah Palin for not having experience. So that's something to keep in mind as well as we look to this story.
Certainly true. And Matthew, some are wondering, it's only the governor's decision to make, and it seems as if if some of the reports that he is leaning heavily to Caroline Kennedy, but does Barack Obama need to make his opinions public on this?
I don't think he's going to make his opinions public. You know, Caroline Kennedy played an absolutely key role in his campaign behind the scenes as an advisor for the VP selection committee. And so I think that Barack Obama and his people, I'm sure, are pushing this. But I don't see that a scenario whereby the president-elect himself comes out and says something.
And quite honestly, it probably wouldn't be needed at this point.
At this point, it looks like it wouldn't.
All right, Matthew. Matt, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you.
Well, Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts is asking